Hello again, everyone. Edwin Laird back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about people that were born with an Aries sun and Taurus moon um, in their chart. And the first thing I want to get to is as far as the basic character, which is the sun. Okay, these people may be naturally assertive, aggressive, um, courageous, maybe even abrasive, sometimes very outspoken and impulsive as far as the basic character, which is in this case, the sun in Aries. Excuse me. Now, the other part, now the unconscious side, which is the moon in Taurus in this case, is more, placid, calm, persevering, persistent, trustworthy, and stubborn. So naturally, this combination, because Aries, still can, though not a fixed sign, can be willful, the basic character, and the Taurus moon can give some stubbornness, even if the person is not really consciously aware of it. But the thing is, there is obviously a disparity with these two. I mean, there are different signs, of course, but when you're talking about the basic character of the sun being more aggressive, and the moon in Taurus, is much more, is going to be more calm and more passive, and not quite, not overly easily provoked. The sun in Aries, when you have the sun in Aries, it's more of a conscious thing, knowing about being maybe easily provoked to some degree, and the moon in Taurus can temper this, can calm this down um, a little bit. I worked with a friend that was an Aries sun and Taurus moon. I called him the man with the green thumb. He worked in gardening at the store I was at. So I mean, the Taurus, I mean, he was the manager, so he brought that leadership prowess, which is that Aries energy, and it was flavored with that need maybe for gardening, which is a gardening and cultivation, of course, being associated with Taurus. But I can remember, one time when I was talking with him, and and I sounded a little excited to him, and he was like, well, he said, Eddie, just trying to, have that calming influence, and I think that was his Taurus, moon energy, coming out. So he was definitely a little more calmer than the typical Sun and Aries person. Now, another thing if this is making a conjunction in one's chart, if somebody has, their sun in Aries, you know, at a late, say at a late degree, like 29 degrees, and the moon is in Taurus at 1 degree, as an example, it would be a conjunction. And the thing is, this could indicate a very strong focus, which is the sun. Sun is about our focus and attention, and it could be on caring and nurturing, which is the moon in a Taurian like manner. Whether it's helping people through values, self-worth, self-esteem, just caring in a very calm way. Um, Maybe providing creature comforts for those people if they are nurturing. And the thing about this combination as well. Keep in mind, okay, the sun is about our actions, the moon is about our reactions. And the actions, naturally the sun and Aries are going to be very aggressive, very quick, spontaneous. But with the moon in Taurus, of course, you're going to have the reactions being a little bit different, going to be a little bit slower, more methodical in terms of reacting, slower, methodical, calm, deliberate. There's more patience. Um, the Taurus people that have the moon in Taurus are the kind of people that might stay there and listen to somebody rant for a while, but don't get on Taurus moon after a certain amount of time. A prolonged provocation can unleash a tremendous amount of anger, much like a sun in Taurus, or somebody that has a Taurus ascendant, as some examples. And this is a combination that can have much willpower, because you have two strong signs in the sun moon combination. The sun, and actually both placements, I mean, are in their exaltation. As many of you may know, the Aries sun in Aries is in its exaltation, the moon in Taurus is in its exaltation as well. So this is two very good placements, and it's just a matter of being able to work them and integrate them together. And the thing is, too, the sun is about our expression, the drive and motivation. And Aries sun, is obviously very driven, very motivated, and they're about leadership, leadership prowess. And when you have the sun in Aries and the moon in Taurus, it can be bringing that leadership prowess and natural built-in leadership ability. It could be Taurian related things, as I was talking about before with that example with my friend that I work with, gardening, cultivation. It could be agriculture, banking, a finance position, working as a pawnbroker, as some examples, working as a geologist. And the thing too is this is also about having a lot of that drive, and motivation and action. And with the sun in Aries, actions are going to be done with little hesitation or procrastination. And with the fact that the moon is in Taurus in this example, it's really little hesitation in taking action. It could be in financial stability, having security monetarily. And of course, that's associated with Taurus. The moon is about our security. Taurus is about finances. And this placement, what's interesting about this combination is that Aries, again, being a sign, they're arguably, they're the most easily, I would say, provocative of the zodiac signs. And then you have, again, Taurus moon being able to temper and calm that energy and emotions. I mean, Taurus, again, Taurus moon being in its exaltation, it's the moon is in its exaltation again in Taurus, and the thing is, the emotions can be very stable. It's a very good placement for the moon, and it also, again, calms that Aries energy down to some degree. Now, the thing is, and this could be, a person that's exceptionally active, which is the sun in Aries, in doing, Taurus-related things, whether it's, acquisition, of material items or possessions. And the thing about this is, this could also be, this is a time, when you have, not a time, I'm sorry, when you have this combination, it is, it is an interesting combination, again, because you have that disparity between that sun and the moon placement. And the thing about this is, I would say, having the Aries sun and Taurus moon combination, those Aries interests, whether it's firefighting, the military, arson, investigation, combat sports, may be done, with a little more persistence. Having the Taurus moon, or the efforts may be more sustained. But at the same time, keep in mind that the sun sign is one's basic character, and it can be where you're still, basic character still can be somewhat impatient. And keep in mind too that the ascendant, of course, can flavor this energy. If somebody has, say they have the Aries sun and the Taurus moon, but their ascendant is in a more changeable sign like Pisces or Gemini, the outer nature is going to be more changeable than the typical Aries sun Taurus moon combination. There may be less stick-to-itiveness and determination in the person than the typical Aries sun Taurus moon combination. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.